assist with quickly entering the park, please place all belongings in the bins on the moving belt and proceed through the metal detector when you're...
Happy birthday! How you doing? Nice to see you. So glad you're here.
Let's take a big break.
And face forward at all times.
Children are not permitted to ride these.
The escalator stop. Face forward at all times.
We got it. Definitely need our firefighters. Hey there. Thank you, friends. Spielberg. And also, yeah, Back to the Future made here, Tropic Thunder, and Inception made in Stage 12. Very rich history from most famous soundstage. They are about 98% soundproof, these sound stages. So all these stages have what you call a wigwag light out front, a red flashing light. If the stage has a flashing light, that means that they're filming inside of there at that exact moment. And again, mostly soundproof, but 98% soundproof. So as tour guides always that. Every day is a work day, even the weekend. There's lots of stuff been filming on the lot. In fact, recently we've had the Curbs, Kiki Palmer, the star of that. And yeah, they're in production for that show today, but they've been filming that a bunch on the lot the last couple of months. It's a reboot of that classic Tom Hanks film, The Burbs, from the 80s. They're filming it on the exact same sets as the Tom Hanks film, that reboot TV series. Wendy McClendon Covey, a bunch of really funny cast members in that hospital comedy, St. Denis Medical. A bunch of TV, again, more TV shows like Ted, Seth MacFarlane. And we got Seth MacFarlane here to tell you more about Ted's been filming on the lot the last couple years. Hi everyone, Seth MacFarlane. Show Ted, and yeah, they turned that into the high school that features a bunch in the show Ted. Making our way down TV Alley still. They're from Illumination Entertainment. We're about to pass by their production offices coming up on the left here. Yeah, they big hits over the years. Our good buddy Ted here knows about big hits. On the left, his statue marks the beginning of our production bungalows, where a bunch of the industry's top writers, producers work their scripts into shape, get them ready to start filming. A bunch of famous bungalow.
You said you can move into that office. I said, no, I can never be in Hitchcock's office. I can't even try. I'm a musician. So excited. Just walking around the commissary. Hitchcock, I just want to go on the line. I used to see Alfred Hitchcock.
See the hustle and bustle of New York, Chicago, big cities around the world. That's New York Street. We'll be cruising through that in just a moment. We'll be taking the long way around our metro sets. And while we pass by this big wall, we'll show you a clip here from the theme song we were playing. One of my favorite movies made on our metro sets, The Blues Brothers. You'll see it here.
Fell, and you saw it land and make this big hole in the street. That was on the back line. He dropped it from the crane. You did like that in Chicago. I could. When people ask me, all of the movies I've ever done.
Pushing into our metro sets. On the right, we'll get a little peek at Courthouse Square, which has been in production. You'll see, of course, Courthouse Square, that famous clock tower I was talking about, Back to the Future fan. You can see London Square on the right. This golden block used as a residential streets in London, buildings of Parliament. You can frame it to look like this big epic mansion. This area was actually used for Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. pretty recently. You'll see it's just a hop and a skip, really, from London to the Big Apple. Welcome to New York City, everybody. We got ducks here on New York's different time periods. You got Banks, you got Macy's. It's built on a curve, so when you see it in a movie or a show, it looks like the road goes on forever and ever and ever. It ends when we turn left. A bunch of big history here. Dirty Harry, Do You Feel Lucky Punk, famous on New York Street here. Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there by an old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. I'm walking here.
I like films that just take you away from what you live life. Sweep up the beach. Can't literally does that. And you're on board the ship that you're sailing to across the islands. Have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet. Just have them in your hand.
Scenes over the years for so many of those monster movies. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Film days, his monster friends would be talking or groaning or grunting or whatever they did at the talkies a few years later. But yeah, the Hunchback kind of started off the monster movie genre. obviously fixed up and refurbished over 100 years, but about 1/3 of the original Little Europe still exists here. It was very, very big and epic when it was originally built, and there's the folks of Europe having a lovely day. In terms of Europe itself, basically, you just change the languages on the street signs, you add the proper set decorations, flags, presto, you're almost anywhere in Europe you gotta be. We're gonna be passing by the Court of Miracles coming up on the right, featured in so many of those movies. These scenes here from one of the first ever film trilogies, the Frankenstein trilogy.
With Karloff launching, I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie was pretty scary. They're still waiting on it.
Poster action sequence they've been working on. This epic action sequence taking place in the subway station set in San Francisco. Pretty fun. You almost never get an actual behind-the-scenes look inside of an active sound stage, but yeah, now all of us get a chance. Fourth Cod officially joining us. But yeah, this is a hot set, and pretty much anytime a director calls action, they are ready to go. And you know these scenes, they're all so well rehearsed. Sometimes the scenes are very, very long. Not gonna worry about everybody. One of those slight Cali quakes we feel from time to time. We should be A-okay. You know what? We might want to hold on, folks. I think this is a big one. I didn't just lie to you. I was happy. There's a very big difference. You deserve a big award. You survived Earthquake, the big one, if you didn't know, a classic part of the studio tour about 3 decades. It's beautiful out. The sun has come out. It's turned into a gorgeous day. We're going to take advantage of this weather. A nice little afternoon at the beach, I think, is in order. They already caught that giant shark off to the right. So there is a diver in the water right now, just doing one last sweep to make sure it's safe to reopen the beach. And it's definitely not. Hey guys, you missed one. There's still a shark in the water. George, look out, a shark. Poor George. That's the 59th time that's happened to him today. Hold on to your belongings, remain seated. We gotta find somewhere safe to be. It's definitely not here. Somewhere safe, somewhere safe. Oh, behind these barrels of gasoline. Got a trap set attached to the water now. That barrel there. Hopefully it takes the bait. Hey, you smell something? Oldie and a goodie. Yeah, it's our good bud Bruce the shark. The shark from the original film Jaws, it sank to the bottom of the ocean on the first day of film. We'll talk more about Jaws, but first we're gonna make our way to Old Mexico, everybody, for our weather demonstration. How do you create rain for the movies? I'm glad it stopped raining because it's really silly to have the rain demonstration while it's raining. But yeah, you can create rain for the movies digitally with the computers. I think the real stuff looks best in the practical effects, you would call them. We're getting ready to warm them up. It's gonna be sprinkler systems. Will shoot the water straight up into the air, falls down, looking real natural on camera. As such, probably a bit thicker than most rain, just so it shows up better on camera. We got strobe lights creating the lightning effects. We got hidden sound speakers. Also inside of these buildings here, they're getting ready to produce in about 1 second. That thunder right on cue. That's a lot of rain though. We can go ahead and turn that off. It's already been raining. And when it rains, it pours. Wait, you hear something? It's like a low, rumbly, shaky. Oh my goodness, here it comes. Kind of a sound. Oh my goodness, here it comes, a flash flood. Splash. When the flood's done, the water goes back up that hill into our water storage tank system, being used over and over and over. It's all recycled, except whatever ends up on us. Western greats have moseyed through. Audie Murphy, Jimmy Stewart, John Wayne. During the silent film days, Universal's founder, Carl Lundley, would invite the folks out to 6 Points here to watch silent films and silent westerns being made. The crowds would sit in bleachers back then. They'd cheer on the good guys, boo the bad guys, like they were watching a live show. One of the perks of the silent film era, but about 100 years after that, a fellow named Quentin Tarantino came to town, made Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Everyone in that, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Al Pacino, Margot Robbie, a bunch of big stars. We've already reached the end of the street here, and we're missing a bunch of history in between all that. Need help from a nice little Western Universal Stars montage here. John Wayne there usually thought he was the biggest Western star of all time. Maybe he would disagree. But John Wayne started off on the lot a long time ago, not as an actor, but a prop master named Marion originally. See some big Western brawls as we make our way out of 6 Points.
of tremendous designers at Universal that were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical truck that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the trap. And the most amazing thing about the job didn't work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean in 1970.
It's supposed to be released in the winter of 1974. All those problems pushed Jaws back to a June 1975 release date, and ended up being kind of by accident hid that away. A picture car, that's pretty much any time that you see a vehicle featured in a film or TV show. We're about to see a bunch of picture cars ourselves. We're about to be surrounded by them. Stone's car, you can't compare his car though to Dom's Dodge Charger, Fast and Furious. Back to the right, we'll see that old beat-up blue Ford from Harry Potter. We've got the Brendan Fraser, the Mummy. He was driving this one on the right. Again on the left, we've got our yellow friend Bumblebee from Transformers. We do have to quickly move on though, folks. We're late for check-in. Especially here at Bates Motel. And probably from Alfred Hitchcock's most famous film, Psycho, of course. We're taking this road on the path, the Psychopath. Straight up the Psychopath, you'll see we have a real 747 jumbo jet destroyed for this scene and set. One of the biggest ever made, Spielberg's War of the Worlds.
It's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing back to me. I said, yeah, listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Down close. He mentioned The Burbs a bunch, starring Keke Palmer. She's been on the lot the last couple of months. Here she is. She's from Jordan Peele's Nope.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Keke Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one.
This is Jupiter's Claim,
Cowboy friend,
small-time
shower
Southern
today.
California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Right. A little further down, you see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of a UFO hotspot. What's a bad miracle? Welcome to the world of no.